We're starting now. We're starting now. Please don't listen. Don't open anything, but start the first one. The first one that you see, start the third one. You'll see her face. You'll see her face. Please don't listen. Don't open anything. Don't open anything, but start the first one. The first one that you see, start the third one. No, that is that bad. Listen, you'll have to close your sound. You'll have to close your sound. You'll be able to hear me. Guys, close sound. Close sound. Close the sound. Just close the sound. You can watch me, but close the sound, please. Yeah? Who must smile? She must smile, not me. Help them to close the sound, please. Otherwise, it's going to be chaos in here. It seems like I'm too loud. Am I? I am too loud. Ne? Oh my God. And I can't stop this. I'm used to talking to like students in an auditorium. I can't really control that. But then, guys, this guy, he's not where we are. We started the first one that says live now. You see that one? Thank you. And it's not running in real time. Our computers are slow. Not running in real time. You can just lower the sound, please. I can hear the sound somewhere here now. I can hear sound here again. Please lower the sound. Lower the sound. You only need to watch me, but lower the sound. Just watch me and lower the sound. And you're not going to see me. I'm going to an application now. Okay, there's your word. Okay, there's your word application now. If you look at each application, the top part of the application, right? You see where it says document one word. You see that? Now, that part, you call it the title bar, okay? And then I want to check what are you saying now? If I stop and I go share. Let's look at Excel. The top part in Excel, do you see the top part in Excel? The top part in Excel, it says book one Excel. That's your title bar, okay? Okay, and then just below your title bar, in each application, you find the tabs. The first tab is the file tab, then you get the home tab, then you get the insert tab, then you get your formula tab, data tab, review and view tab. That is in Excel, okay? Now going back to Microsoft Word, on Microsoft Word, the tabs are File tab, Home tab, Insert tab, Design tab, Layout tab, Reference tab, Mailing, Review, and View tab. Do you see that? Okay. Now we're going to start with the home tab. Okay. Now on the home tab, we're looking at the clipboard group. Okay. Now on the clipboard group, we get a commands, cut, copy, and paste, and the format painter, right? Now I need you to do this. I need you to type your name. Just type your name. Just type your name. And then press enter to the new line. Then type your friend's name. And then press enter to the new line and type the name of a person sitting next to you.
Police.
And type the name of the person sitting next to you.
Yeah.
Did you do it? You type your name, your friend's name, and the name of the person sitting next to you. Did you do it? Okay, now this is your keyboard. I can't show it on the screen. I've already noticed this is a disaster using this in the same room. Okay, now check. On your keyboard, we're looking at your escape key. There's your escape key. There's your tab key. Now there's your control key, the alt key. We use control and alt key together with other keys. Like if you control, alt, and delete key, it will start your machine, right? And what I want us to use now is control together with the editing keys. Just press the key control and press the home key and watch where your pointer is or your cursor is. That is your I-beam. Where is it now? You see, it jumps immediately to the beginning of your document, right? Now, if you press control and press the end key, watch it again. It goes and jumps to where you last entered, right? Now, I need you to press enter so that you are on a new line. Okay? And then press control home again. Now, using the shift key, we're going to hold down the shift key down. You don't release the shift key. Now, these are the arrow keys. The arrow keys enable you to navigate around your document, right? So if you hold down the shift key and press the arrow key down, you'll see it will highlight. If you did control home, you are at the beginning, right? And then if you shift and the arrow key down, you're on the third row. Now, using the keyboard again, you control and you press C. Control and C. Now, pressing control C is like using your mouse and clicking on copy. You have it. You got it. Don't say no. Where are you? No, where's the no? Raise your hand. Let's help you. Where are you? She said no. Where are you? So it's control C, right? Then press control end. You are at the end and you are on a new line if you did and then you control V. Now pressing control V is like you click on paste.
Half is our control, later control. Control C. And then I can go to after control C.
Listen, if it didn't happen for you, just space until we are not on a new line. Space until we are on a new line. Can you do that? Space means what? Control V.
Control V. Hãy chăng nghe cái ai sự no control V. Why you didn't?
I have both.
Now. Down.
Control C. Control I don't. I don't know.
Here. 1. I said control V until you are on the new page. Now, listen, if you manage to copy and paste, you must control V until you are on a new page. They're not there.
Now I'm on the back page.
Yes.
Maybe it's because of this line. When we can. Yeah.
Hold on the control key. You shift and the other one. See that? And you control C, office. And then you go to the end, control N, at the end, control V. Space there. Got it. And then if you control V, you are pasting. Control V, you are pasting. Then I undo and you do it.
Share.
Continue.
Shift and the arrow shift down. Select, highlight. Was it that hard? Was it that bad? Check. If you control and the home key, press control, you hold on the control key and hold, it's up, it jumps up. Control and the end key, it jumps to the end. Now you control and hold, and then you shift and the arrow key is down. It's highlighted. Then you control and C, copies. Control and C, copies. And then after C, you position the mouse, control V, space to paste. I said paste until you are on a new page. Just paste until you are on a new page. Yeah, you are thinking about not that you do. This time you must do not stop thinking. Thinking too much. I wonder why.
Maybe it's because no, I don't know.
Is there anyone who still need help?
Yeah, okay, nice. But Why no more design a hand? Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, yes, and you want to put it back in one. I don't know.
Okay, we control home, control end. Now, we now have a page, right? If you control home now, just press control and home key. You see the pointer still jumps to the beginning where you first started, right? And then control end goes where? To where you ended. You see that? Now, if you want to highlight the whole block, you control home, press control home. But now this time, if you want to select everything, we can use shift key and the arrow keys down, but we can press control and the A. Press control A. Now you see control A does what? Select, highlight, select. Which one is right? Highlight or select? Whichever is right. Then we control C. With control C, we take in this scope again, right? And we press, then we go to the end by control end. You go to the end by pressing the control key and the end key. Then when you are at the end, you control V. Then it plays the whole block. You see that? Now, they call the group the clipboard. Your clipboard is like a memory pad, right? So whatever you cut, whatever you copy, it sticks in the clipboard until you replace it with a new copy or cut. Okay. Now your card, you use it when you want to move something. If you want to move a block, you select the block and cut. Okay. Now let's go to the beginning. Control home. Now let's highlight only the first three names. Not everything, but only the first three names using your mouse. It's okay to use your mouse. You can use the shift key, but the mouse is easier, né? Okay? And then now let's quickly look at the font group. Now on your font group, changing your text, we start by changing the font itself. If you click on the area of your font, you see your default font is Calibri, right? And then your fonts are there in alphabetical order. I need you to select the font of your choice. I like Bellini. I like what? Broadway. Comic Sans. So select the font of your choice. And then let's change the font size to size 36. Okay. And also change the font color to any color. Then we bold it, we make it italic and underline. So all I want you to do now is to do what? Use the buttons on the font group. But here we are using font, font size, font color, bold, italic, underline. Can you do it? I've changed mine to purple. If you switch to your Chrome, you'll see mine is in purple and it's in 36, and I've used the font Gaudi Stout. Now you can switch to your Chrome and watch me. You want to switch to your Chrome? Switch to your Chrome and watch me now, what I'm going to do. See if you'll be able to do that. Okay, now check. I select this and I cut this. Instead of copying, I cut this. You see it's like it's gone. It's not gone, it's in the clipboard, right? Then I move towards the middle and I paste. There's my block. It's no longer on top, it's now in the middle. Do you see that? I've moved my block. So do the same. Do the same with your block.
Can you please do it again? Because I'm worried. I didn't see.
She's sitting next to me, she didn't see. I wonder if you're able to see. But I only highlighted the block. Do you see that? I only highlighted the block and I use cut instead of copy. I've used cut. I've used the scissor on the clipboard and I moved to the middle and I pasted it. That's all you need to do. What do you want to do now? You see the block was here initially. Here. So I've highlighted it. It's not highlighted now. If you highlight it and you select cut and move to the middle. Okay, I'm putting it in the middle of this block and I paste there. So you do the same. You do the same. If you cut it, it's like you are removing it. So it's in the clipboard. So you position the pointer where you want to paste it and you paste it. That's it. The cut and paste was fine, eh? The cut and paste was easier, eh? Can you move to the format painter? Now, for the format painter, I'm going to take the formats that I've used. The format that I've used is, my font is now Gaudi Stout and it's now purple, right? So I'm going to take the same format and I'm going to apply them to the first 3 lines on my document, okay? So I highlight these 3 and I click the format painter and I move up. Are you on my Chrome? You'll be able to see this. Then there I highlight the 3 and I release. It's supposed to, no, it didn't apply. I'm going to redo it. Highlight these 3, go to format painter. Now move with the painter to the first 3. The painter is still there, you see it? When I hold down the mouse and I click and I drag, it applies. So the same formats I have there at the bottom, I've applied them to the first 3 lines. Format painter, you should give you the brush. Then you go and highlight, then it applies. So do it. Switch yours and
I feel quite annoying. No, when I have Oh, it's some highlight first. As long as you know the process, maybe it's computer won't finish her.
Okay, that was cut, copy, paste, and the comment painter, right? Now let's just focus on the font group now. Now on the font group, we managed to change the font size, right? Okay, now right after the font size is your big A, which is to do what? Increase font. If you click on it, you are able to increase your font. It increases your font size. Now the next item there is decrease font. If you click on it, it decreases your font. Do you see that? And then the next one, I wonder, where are you watching me? Where are you watching me? Lambona ka? Lampot? Lambona na. Are you watching? Okay, now I'm at the AA. At AA, you are able to change case. Do you see that? The AA enables you to change the case. It's either got a sentence case, meaning the first letter is in capital and the rest is in lowercase. This is highlighted, but the A is not applying. It's not. No, it's not. Lowercase. Maybe the font I'm fused. Okay, mine is not showing any difference because Gaudi Stout is it's a capital case font. Okay, but you can check if you check this with the normal font. If I change the case to sentence case, it does it. If I change this to uppercase, you see, there's uppercase, there's capitalize each word, and then the total case works the opposite. Where it was uppercase, it becomes lowercase. Where it was uppercase, it becomes lowercase. They call it a toggle case. You see, the F was big, it's now small, then the rest is capital. And it goes the other way around when you select it again. And then your bold, your italic, your underline on your keyboard. If you control B, you get bold. If you control C, no, not C, but control I, you get italic. And when you control U, you get underline. Okay? Control B is bold, control I is italic, control U is underline. But now let's look at underline. The underline, you get different underline styles. Okay? Now your first underline style is your double line, then you get your thick line, then you get your dotted line, then you get a dash line, then you get a dash dot dot, dash dot underline, then you get the dash dot dot underline, and the wave or zigzag underline. Okay, now your underline styles, you can also give them a different color from your font. As you see, I'm selecting green, then mine is in green. Did you get that one? Underline and underline color. You have it. Now, I don't know if you can notice at the end of each group ribbon, there's a little arrow. Do you see the little arrows? Just switch to my Chrome. Just switch to my Chrome. I'm pointing at the arrows I'm talking about. At the clipboard group, you get the arrow there. When you go to the font group, you get the arrow there, right? Now, if you click on this arrow, it launches the dialog box. Hence, they call the arrow a dialog box launcher. Okay? Now, at the dialog box, after launching at the dialog box of the font group, we get strike through and a double strike through. Now, with the strike through, if you select the strike through, you'll see it gives your text a line like that. Okay? Now, this works a lot when you are using your internet. When you're searching for a word, the word that it wants to exclude, it stretches out, it strikes it out, okay? So you can either use a single strike through or a double strike through. Okay, I'm giving only that example because that's the only place where I've seen them using it. Group X5 is leaving. And I think I must stop this one. Stop the